Hello planning mashers and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a November plan with me. It took me a while to figure out what to do for November. When I asked you on Instagram, most of you said coffee, but I already did coffee last year. But this time my inspiration came from a paper pad in craft paper and 2 new sets of acrylograph pens. So here is what I came up with, and I hope you guys like it. And if you're new here, my name is Masha and I'm creating videos on bullet journaling, doodling, creativity. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you always know when I release a new video. Hope to see you here next month for another Plan With Me video. Let's get planning! Okay, let's take a look at the supplies. First of all, I'm using my Nuna journal and a cocoa paper cover. Then I did some cutouts from craft paper. This is from Archer & Olive craft paper notepads. For fine liners, I'm using my Sakura Pigma Microns. And finally, I'm also using acrylograph pens from new fall collections. Okay, so we're starting from a cover page and, well, I added the title first. And my main theme is kind of just like coziness and craft paper. I also go pretty minimalist and I'm not gonna add a lot of stuff. For the sake of this being a fall theme and a cozy theme, I added a cup of coffee and some fall leaves and flowers. All these craft paper elements, I actually printed the lettering on them and then I used my Silhouette Cameo to cut them out. Let me know if you guys would be interested in more tutorials on how to use your Silhouette machine. I'm kind of learning myself as well and I'd be happy to share what I learned. Next page is a monthly log, and this time I decided to use craft paper to kind of divide it into sections. First of all, we are doing a monthly log, which is my monthly calendar. And I kind of made a mistake here because I started using my acrylograph pens and they just don't create very thin lines. So I eventually switched to my Sakura Jelly Roll white pen and I think it looked much cleaner that way. I also really like the way white ink looks on craft paper. So I thought it will be a fun way to create a monthly log. Basically, this whole monthly spread will be divided by several parts. First of all, as always, I have a this month part where I'm going to write all the deadlines and appointments I have during the month. There is after that going to be a to-do section, which I really should look at more often. Finally, I did have this huge paper cutout for my content plan. That's something I try to create each month. And these are basically just ideas on what kind of blog posts or videos to create during the month. Usually they are simply part of my to-do list, but I thought with this theme and with craft paper, I can kind of separate it that way. And since I am doing pretty minimalistic theme, I just use my fine liner to draw a kettle and a cup. Again, because I'm trying to be very cozy with the whole monthly atmosphere, I decided that a cup of tea would be really cozy, especially during the cold fall weather. Next spread is my trackers, and again I am doing both of my trackers on the same page. Now, trackers are usually the parts that take the longest time, and there's tons of lines there, doing calendars and stuff like that. But today I kind of managed to avoid it by printing out a circle tracker and then printing out little pieces of paper for my habit trackers. So I don't really need to draw all the tables, which I am super happy about. Actually, this mini mood tracker is part of my resources vault. We have tons of little mini trackers there. So if you want to add one to your pages, be sure to join our Planning Masters tribe and get your access to the resources vault. The link will be in the description. So I kind of had some extra space, therefore I wanted to add something and I added this kind of cozy quote. It fits very well with a theme, and well, lettering is always a great placeholder. November is going to be a very busy month, but I feel like I'm saying this every month. Well, nonetheless, it's probably going to be more busy than October was, so I am really going extra minimalistic, not only with my setup, but also with the habits I track. You'll probably notice that eventually I did not write the habits here, because this time I really want to think it through and pick the top 3 which are most vital for me. The thing that I really like about acrylograph pens is actually the fact that you can easily write on top of them. So like creating these headers was so much fun because the green is so rich and such a bright color, but at the same time I know that I can just use a white pen and it's gonna stand out on top of it so much. I just really like that effect that you can create with acrylograph pens. And speaking of, I will leave the link to a detailed review I did for these pens in the description. So if you're thinking of maybe adding some extra to your collection, be sure to check it out because acrylograph pens are really amazing. Next spread is a gratitude log. Of course, I have it every month. Why wouldn't I have it in November? And as you know, for the last few months, I have been doing my gratitudes as a line a day kind of thing. So with my gratitude log, it's usually pretty empty before I fill it out with text. So the only thing I added are some baking doodles and a little baking quote. Again, when I think of fall and coziness, I think of baking and hot pies and just all this deliciousness. So yeah, I decided to add it to my gratitude log. thank everyone who is a part of our Patreon family. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy all the rewards I'm working on creating for you guys. And of course, special thanks to everyone who's supporting me on Ko-fi. Each tiny cup of coffee means so much to me. I will see you guys in the next video. Keep bullet journaling and don't be a blob. Bye!